This might be really lame, but I can't find any like really good diagrams so that I can have visual aids, being that I don't have teacher materials for the Frye Body Mechanics book. But we're talking a lot about our hands here. So these are my visual aids. And I want to make sure and emphasize some things. It's a big chapter. And if you start spacing out or if you read it too fast, you might miss out on really important things. I do not think I can stress enough how important this chapter is. Most really, it's kind of the most important chapter of your 6 months in school. I mean, without these basic skills, you won't make it very long as a massage therapist. You have to take care of your body. And if the first time you do things wrong, it will not hurt. It takes years of doing things wrong. And once it does start hurting, you can't undo it. So, or it's very difficult and a time consuming healing process to heal a repetitive stress injury. So, um, repetitive stress injuries are injuries to the soft tissues, especially tendons, that happen because of repetitive movements, doing the same movements over and over again. And an example of that is that everybody knows about is carpal tunnel syndrome. But this is the chapter where we talk about that too. So the yeah, they're not immediately there. It's not the same as an acute injury. An acute injury happens. You stub your toe, it hurts really bad. That's acute injury. You overuse your thumb every day for 2 years, and then you've got this pain built up. That is, well, it could be called chronic, but in this case, an RSI, repetitive stress injury. So the main reason that that happens to massage therapists is overuse, obviously. And so, um, sorry. So the main reason why that happens is because we limit ourselves to how we function. So the whole body is involved. Like we said, we really want the strength coming from the ground, coming from our legs. We want our body aligned. We want our belly facing the client. And if the right arm's forward, the right leg is forward so that you're supporting your body weight, all of those things. But we're going to kind of get down specifically to the tools you actually use to massage. That is chapter 4, protecting and using the tools of your trade. So, um, so each time we practice using different parts of your hand, even. Um, and always be willing to experiment and to try different aspects. Try the side of your hand, try the knuckles. Um, so making sure you're definitely not just using the palm of your hand, and certainly not with the fingers up, because then you're going to end up with injuries to your wrist. So nice, gentle hand, not like this, but you can't just stick with something like this. You have to use all of the body parts that you can, and switch it up so that you don't overdo any one thing. So one thing that people do without even realizing it is, say you're focusing on a stroke, your left foot is forward, your left arm is forward, your right arm is really not doing that much for that moment. Still pay attention to what you're doing. Let it rest gently at a neutral angle, nice and straight somewhere, or use them together, which is amazing, and you should be doing a lot of the time anyway. But if you do have a point where one is resting, still be conscious of it. Don't have it pressed against the table, or else you're going to hurt your wrist. We're avoiding the hyperextension and hyperflexion at all costs. You want to stay as straight as possible. There's going to be some extension, but in those moments of extension, you don't want to be using very much pressure, and you don't want to hyperextend, go too far. Okay. I'll stop there and let you guys take a quick quiz, and then we'll get on to the next video. Thanks.